G'day mates and welcome back to the final episode of Hearts of Iron for the Swedish Saviours. Last episode we beat the Russians, the USSR fell. They are now democratic and their western areas, including the Baki oil fields, are under peaceful occupation by the Swedes. Now this has caused us a few problems. Everyone is mightily pissed off at us. If I have a quick look at France, for example, we got nearly 43 for generated world tension. That is a small issue because trade partners now are not willing to give us the things that we require. Yeah, we're getting what we need, I think, at least partially. But it is hampering our imports just a little bit. If you have a look here, we are short by quite a lot because they won't trade what we need. But that is no biggie. We are still busy saving the world. We're not going to let a few things like some some self-centered allied members get in our way. So I have cut forward quite a bit. It's about 3 or 4 months I think I've cut forward. Long enough to get everything set up for our invasion of Japan. So everything has been planned up. We do have naval superiority in the area. And we've got at least defensive air superiority. Now, we've got only 200 planes up there. The majority are stationed over here. We've got another 1,000 or so set up. But we don't have the manpower to do that. So I'm going to do that one on camera. We're going to switch over now from service by requirement to all adults serve. This is tapping Sweden as far as they can go. We are pushing it. Now it's given us a massive boost of manpower. Huge amount, which is what we need. We're going to need that to... I've been also spending time constructing and buffing up supplies in this area, so hopefully we can keep everything going. But let's give ourselves another 1,000 there. And I reckon at least another 1,000 here. I think we're just going to hit it all in one go rather than have a war of attrition. Yep, you're the only guy we've got. So when these things get set up, then we will launch our attack on Japan. And we'll need the air superiority to help us combat, basically. Stop the planes. They've got several thousand planes over here. It goes as high as about 3,500. But they seem to be diverting planes all over the place. I'm not sure exactly what the AI is doing here. Perhaps they're being killed off, but I'm not sure where they're being killed off. There's no allied planes over here. So, yeah, once these guys get fixed up, looks like they are ready and in place. What's that say? Coverage in the region of 40%. Not sure what that means. You guys can go over here. Can they... Insufficient supply. Well, that sucks. We're not getting enough supply in. I might need to upgrade... where is it? This base as well. Oops, wrong button. You're going up. You know what? May as well just... It's stupid. It's a very stupid thing to do. But I may as well just throw these guys in. So you're at the top, and more importantly, we're going to need you, and you to be at the top. So we actually have insufficient supply here. We can't get all these planes going at once, which is a concern. So what we're going to have to do is relocate them somewhere. Maybe if I cancel these ones here, and... No, actually I'm going to bring them back. But what we're going to do, stupid thing to do, I'm playing around here a bit, which is probably not the right way of doing it. But what I'm going to do is actually send these guys out. Once the Saviours leave, with our Saviour Corps over here, once they actually begin their naval invasion, I suspect we will be more likely to have supply in this area. So we're going to begin the invasion immediately. We're going to start sending them out, and hopefully we can actually take down Japan. I've got a landing up here in the north, so we're going to be able to take the, what's this, Aomori or something, the Tohoku region, so this northeastern bit, I believe. We're going to be able to take the Tohoku region, land up in Aomori here, then we'll be able to move down to Kanto, around Tokyo, and all that stuff. And I actually lived over in Japan for a number of years. I was there for the really big earthquake. I lived over here, right there, on that little dot. There's no dot there now. It's actually not Kanazawa. Kanazawa begins somewhere over here. But I lived there in Toyama, and I actually lived down here as well. In Shikoku, right up here, ended up doing a big walk around the entire island. It takes a little over a month, 40 days or so. So I have a bit of a soft spot for Japan, and for that oh no, nothing died, that's good. So for that I am, it's disappointing that I do have to actually invade them. I have a bit of a soft spot for the country, so it feels like invading Australia in a sense. But either way, we're going to charge on down, we're going to push, and you guys are going to go as aggressive as you get. And charge off that way. Looks like some of them are still arriving. I think we're still coming in. Meanwhile, these guys, you have landed, but we're going to need a port. Where can I get a port from? I think if you come down this way, we'll be able to get ourselves a port over here. The other option, of course, is Hiroshima. If we can get over there as well. I'm landing along this entire coast. So when they do eventually touch down, there we go. I don't know why it does this. Why does the AI do that? They pick one of them and they put the entire force there. So instead of spreading it out evenly, I can pick 5 different areas. They go 1, 1, 1, 1, 17. I mean, what is the actual point of that? Well, there you go. That will completely surround that area there, and meanwhile the rest of them should be landing down here shortly. Any minute now. These guys up here appear to have fully secured the area, and they are moving south. Let's just double check our supply. How's our supply going at the moment? I think we've got enough over there now. We should have enough. 33, which means that... yeah, lacking range to cover the area. That's not a big issue at all. It's a long way for our jet fighters to go, but they can cover the northern island. So we are going to now begin fighting and taking superiority. And oh wow. I don't actually need expeditionary forces anymore. 31 I will accept just because it's so good. But I don't need all your stuff. Russian Federation helping out as well. Very kind of them. So we've taken air superiority. With that, I think it's going to be vitally important that we... Can I do that? No, I need 75 air superiority. So, how far are we? Currently not there. Well, let's battle for air superiority for a little while. If I can start taking some airports over here, which I have now. I've got the Tohoku one. So let's throw in all of them. And you, mate, you can deploy on the island and take additional air superiority. And we have to move the other ones over as we take more air bases. So let's just keep an eye on that in the near future. You are going that way. We'll take Hiroshima. Very nearly. Okay, we've got Hiroshima. Hiroshima is locked down almost. Locked down. Okay, we've got supplies coming in that way. These guys are pushing in. For some reason, nobody landed over here, which is odd. So we're going to actually push up that way. There we go, that'll secure there. You guys will be able to eventually go down there and block off Kyushu from being invaded from that direction. In the meantime... yes, in the meantime, the battle for Japan, the air battle for Japan is going on. You can see the planes going up everywhere. We appear to have pretty good control of it. Let's just have a look and see if we can... we don't quite have 75% just yet. But if we keep battling them, I think we can actually drive them right down. If I get more air bases as well, we will have the control that we need. Ah, shit. You guys lock that down. They're actually attacking me. Okay, I got them. And we can push that back. Meanwhile, you guys, I think, are actually going to push down this way. Now, are there any air bases over here I can use? Yes, there are. I'm going to use you. I'm going to throw in... I'm going to need some of these. So, let's grab you. I'm going to split you in half, and I'm going to relocate you down to this one here. You're going to come down and provide a little bit more. Okay, we're nearly there. We're approaching 100%, or approaching 75%. No, we're apparently losing it a little bit. Why are we losing it? You guys should be able to fight better from here. Like 3,500 planes. Why are we not able to get superiority from them? Just have a quick look at the graphs over here. So we're knocking down their bombers, we're destroying some of their fighters, we're losing a couple of our own, but for the most part we are annihilating them. But it's a bit of a war of attrition, and it's a war that we're winning. They've got old style fighters, we've got jet fighters, so we're ripping through their fighters now. So we keep shooting them down. Yeah, look at 10% we've lost just in crashes. They are absolutely getting annihilated. Yep, smashing them. Okay, we'll keep smashing them out, that's good. I don't think we're getting a chance to nuke Japan at all, which is a little bit sad in some ways. Geez, I'm a monster. I become a monster when I play this game. Either way, we're smashing them down now. I've almost retaken Toyama. Toyama actually has a very large port. It doesn't appear to be modelled in this game. Perhaps it was built in later years. Either way, that is very nearly done. You actually should push on and begin auto-attacking. I think we've got all the ports, got all the things locked down. With that, I believe Japan is basically taken. How much more until they fall? 2/3 of the way. So we're nearly there. With that, we basically got Japan locked down and out. You guys actually will need to go up there. Is that a port? Maybe not. Maybe it's a dockyard. Yeah, it's a dockyard. Okay, Japan is under our control. When Osaka falls, Japan should fall, I believe. Nearly there. Let's just double check our air superiority. We're doing pretty well. We're driving them out, but we just don't have a chance of getting total air superiority. Not without more airfields down here. 1,000. Okay, with that, I think we can actually move 1,000 planes down this way. And that'll give us much better superiority when they eventually do relocate, which is... they appear to have relocated. Yeah, they're in Kanto. They can cover pretty much the entire area except for just 1% of it that we're missing out on. Okay, this is going to be a battle to win the air war now. That, I think, is what we're going to need to do. Let's speed this one up. Okay, we have ourselves total superiority. No need to speed that one up at all. Thought there was going to be a long, drawn-out battle. Apparently, Nagasaki is a different area. It's actually not considered part of the home islands for some reason. It is, I suppose it's in the East China Sea. That's different. I personally would have included in the home islands, but I guess that is a pretty long area to cover. Either way, we are ready, and we're going to bomb one of my own old... actually, no, what? We're going to bomb Kochi. Oh, when I was walking down here, a bit of a digression here. I was walking through. The way the weather is, a big chain of mountains through the centre here, and all the weather comes up, and so this area is quite wet. Up here is a little bit drier. So walking was all pleasant coming down here, and then when I got through here, a typhoon hit. A big hurricane or a cyclone, whatever you call them, in whatever part of the world you are. And I tell you what, walking through Kochi was so shit. It's so shit that I'm going to nuke this area. I'm going to drop a big ass bloody bomb there, just to show them how much I was unhappy with that part of the walk. So my apologies for any Japanese viewers out there. I know there are a few of you. You make up about 5 to 10% of my views. I am very, very sorry for what's about to happen, but it's what happens. Should have surrendered. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And with that, Kochi has been nuked, and I believe Japan will fall soon. Any minute now. There we go. Atomic bombing of Shikoku. For The first and hopefully last time in history a nuclear bomb has been detonated in Shikoku as part of international warfare. The unprecedented destruction stands as a testament to the devastating power of this new weapon, which is feared not only for what it can do to its targets, but what implications it has for the one who deploys it and for humanity itself. The world holds its breath waiting for what will come next. Will this force Japan to surrender to avoid further terror, or will it only strengthen their resolve to strike back against those who would resort to such measures? The atomic era has truly begun. What a monster. What monster would drop a nuclear bomb on a poor, unsuspecting country just because the weather's bad? I am that monster, apparently. So, sentimetric radar. That will actually help us at some point if the war goes on much longer, because I have been building radar up there as well. Not that it actually covers this far, but it's allowed us to at least secure our defences. Japan doesn't appear to be capitulating. That is mildly concerning. In which case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is every single nuclear bomb we have. These are not very effective targets, to be perfectly honest. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Okay, Shikoku is a wasteland at this point. Has that forced Japan closer to surrender? Not really, because there's pretty much nothing valuable down there. Either way, we'll have another one soon, and I think we will then relocate down to either Nagasaki or possibly Kokura. I believe Nagasaki and Hiroshima have little story things attached to them. So, in the effort of making this, I suppose, a good little thing, we're going to take complete control over Nagasaki. Why didn't you work? Can you not reach that far? Who knows? It's going to be difficult to get. Why, oh why, can I not get air superiority over here? Let me think about this. I need 1,000 planes. And what we have to do is to build up the air bases here in Chugoku. It's a funny name. And in the Kansai region. While I'm at it, I should probably prioritise those. And let's see if we can get more of our planes over there as required. Now, is it too far away from them? I don't think so. It appears to be too far away for them. So, let's think about this. What we're going to do is instead give you another 100. And that'll enable us to battle just a little bit more effectively. There aren't very many airports over here. Japan's a bit average with their airports. We might need to take another airport. There aren't any airports. There are literally no other airports for us to take. So, what we're going to do is bring you guys down here. Meanwhile, you guys are going to work on taking this. I don't know if we're going to be able to get across. That's the problem. These straits are pretty difficult to get across here. So we're going to try and force our way across anyway. Let's have a look here. They're pretty good. I mean, our tank divisions at this point are able to just completely dominate. Japan hasn't lost that many people against us. But if we have a quick peek in the Japanese-Chinese war, you can see they've lost 2.5 million. So they're over 3 million people lost in total Japanese wars. So can I get across here? That's the question. It'll be up to these guys. If they can break through, we might be able to get into take Shikoku and move into Kyushu. And if we can do that, we'll be in a much better position. Meanwhile, I'm going to need to get 600's not very many. Now, the question is, why can't you go that far? You can go here. You can't go that far. Is it too far for you? Yeah, they don't have any coverage at all. Mainly because it's all this area and it's trying to cover from the center here. I just need that bit of coverage there. It's the only thing I need. So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. What else do I need? Japan seems to be doing fairly well against China over here. Let's see if we can push in and take Kokura. Oh, there you go. They left it undefended. Brilliantly. Okay. So with that, I think we can march on Nagasaki while the rest of these guys go down there and try and liberate them that way. Okay, there we go. That's all covered. You guys will need to march on Nagasaki as well. I should think if you go there, that way, it'll provide another angle of attack. And it looks like we have one. There we go. We've taken Nagasaki. Don't care about you. Is that enough to defeat Japan? No, it's not. We're going to have to take Sapporo now. In which case, goodbye Sapporo. Never been to Sapporo. Never been that far north. But that should hopefully win the war for us. Nope, it hasn't won the war for us. Okay, let's send up and take Sapporo. Meanwhile, you guys can just keep pushing down and take the rest of Nagasaki. We'll probably need to take this one down here. Does it say? What's the name of that one? Kagoshima. Here we go. And have we got Kagoshima? Nearly. So Kagoshima is about to fall. We've taken pretty much the entirety of Japan. At this point, I think they would have surrendered. But for some reason, the game is not doing it. Most likely because they have victory points over here. I think that might be part of it. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, any minute now. Okay, we're at 99%. We have taken everything on the island, pretty much. So let's just keep pushing up there, take the remaining couple of provinces, and hope that that will defeat them. Because at this point, I'm going to have to invade up here, and that's just going to be a pain in the ass. Actually, do I have another nuke ready? I don't have air superiority up there. Hate to do it, guys. I really hate to do it. But I need to win this war because it's gone on for long enough. And there we go. Japan has capitulated with that final nuclear push. It took a while, but they have done it. So Japan's down. The Axis are down. Now that's important to know here. That's very important. We have beaten Germany as well. So let's think about this one here. Now the Swedish need, it's vital strategic importance that Germany not be permitted to start a third world war. And so to that end, we will be garrisoning the northern parts of Germany here. We're not going to take it all, we're not monsters, but we will be garrisoning the northern part. It is vital strategic importance. Now over here in Japan, where do we want, we need to have an area over here that we can hold. Now I actually quite like Shikoku. It's unfortunately a bit of a nuclear wasteland this time, so we're not going to take it. Probably important that we prevent a North-South Korean divide, so we will probably take that and hold on to that. And I think while we're here, we will actually take all of... how much can we take? That's the question. So we'll leave Manchukuo to itself over there, but we will garrison this Manchukuo area and North Korea and South Korea and unify the Koreas that way. Or more to the point, prevent them from splitting. Japan can stay as they are, so I am going to change their government. And hopefully none of the allies will take too much land. I'll keep them relatively intact. Do we want any naval bases anywhere? No, I think what we've got there is sufficient. With that, we can Keep it all good. We're going to change your government. We can't do that much. So we'll end our turn, and we will see what happened. There, a couple of governments changed. So we're going to change Italy's government. We're going to change Hungary to democracy. Germany as well is going to become a democracy. And Menkuko will become a democracy. Legionary Bulgaria's been done, I think. No? Okay, we'll end our turn. Now let's check out. Legionary Bulgaria has been done. National Spain. We will actually liberate to Republican Spain. Can we do that? I assume that does the entire thing will become Republican Spain. So we're going to get rid of Franco. He should never have joined that war. German Reich is taken care of. Hungary's done. Everyone appears to be all done. So with that, we'll end our turn. I'm not sure what's happening there. And let's call into that. I'm going to done and let everybody else take what they want. So we have liberated the world. We have ourselves... Any minute now. Let's just calculate the effects. Please don't crash. Haha. Beautiful. Let's just pause that. I think the game is struggling with to transfer everything. Okay, there we go. We have ourselves... Excuse me, I lost my voice there. Mighty, mighty Sweden. What the hell? I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. China was in the war as well, so we have failed to protect Japan, and we have started another Cold War. So, no doubt in the future there will be a Cold War between the Western powers, which is, let's have a quick look at this, the entire world, almost. South America, surprisingly peaceful. And what's going to be the Chinese Unified Front. That will be, no doubt, the future Cold War coming up. But for now, this is the end of the game. I'm not going to continue playing, at least not on camera. I will probably have a bit of a play around of my own. I think declaring war on China might be a very interesting move. No doubt we will steamroll them, although it would be difficult with the Saviours being as small as they are. But we have ourselves an absolute shit ton of manpower. We control large swaths over here. We've got naval bases all around the world. Sweden is a rising power. No doubt in the coming decades, this will be a bit of a decolonisation over time, but at least for now we have all the industry we could ever possibly want. We have, let's have a look at our factories. We've got 401 factories, large number of dockyards, civilian factories and military factories. Sweden is a powerhouse. We currently have, let's have a look, total manpower 2.86 million. It's our population. 7.62 million Swedes and nearly 200 million other peoples that we are currently occupying. So Sweden has become a mighty, mighty powerhouse, and they were the Swedish Saviours. They have saved the world. They have prevented the fascist and other authoritarian powers from taking over. Democracy rules. I've been Blxz. This has been Hearts of Iron 4. Take care, guys, and I'll see you around.